Hello, and welcome to Let's Ride Around Europe, Day 6. Here we are, crossing the Neckar again. There it is. It's a lovely river. Bet it's really nice and cool today, but I don't know if it's the kind of river you want to swim in. We are on our way from Frankfurt to Stuttgart. And Google has just attempted to redirect me onto a quote-unquote faster route. It's faster by precisely 0 minutes. I've told it, no, I don't want to be redirected, but we'll see what it does. The riding today has been alright. You know, it's some nice scenery, not particularly interesting roads, but you know, I've kind of been chatting away. Don't know what we're going to see, never been down this way before. The main reason I didn't want Google to redirect me is just because I have notes to tell me where to break off this episode, and they rely on me taking the way that I originally wanted to. Subject to talk about, planned out. Get into that in a minute. Yep, gonna give the episode a bit to bed in, and you know, leave some time at the end of the episode. Wherever you happen to be watching. Also into the sun. Oh, more vineyards. These are super vineyards. Kind of look like it. I don't know what the netting's about. I'm not really a farmer. Maybe it's to keep bugs off. Yeah, maybe it's to keep bugs off. Wow. That time in... where was it? Gairloch. That's it. Gairloch in Scotland. On the NC 500. It was a bit of the NC 500 where the battery died and I didn't get to record it. Was the battery? No, it wasn't the battery died. I'd run out of space. on my cards. And I hadn't recorded this bit, but it was on the west side, which you'll... Oh gosh, I don't know what the timing is going to be like for this video. But we came down the west side, we stopped at a petrol station. We stopped at a petrol station. It was like 40 miles to the next petrol station. We're like, okay. And we filled up, and I was like, well, I just can't start recording it again, you know, there's not enough memory space. Oh, okay. River management. Was the Necker again. Huh. Unexpected. Yeah, we soldiered on. We got into Gerlach, and we'd kind of not really planned that whole part too well, or we'd planned it and it hadn't really come through. We basically just didn't have anywhere to stop halfway through the day to get food. So usually what we'd do, we'd have a lunchtime stop, and you know, you'd have something to eat, maybe something light, maybe something heavy, depends who it is and how they feel. Usually the guys would have like a pint, not enough to like put them near the limit or anything. I wouldn't, because I don't drink. And then we'd get them to go and head on. But for whatever reason that day we hadn't. And it was getting on for evening, and we just pushed on to Gerlach, like we'll stop at Gerlach and we'll get something. So we went into a place in Gerlach, and like, sorry, it's residents only, or if you have a booking. It's like, okay, so keep going. Keep going through Gerlach to a place called Bad Acro, to the Bad Acro Inn, and when we get there, they're like, yeah, sorry, bookings only, or if you're a resident. This is a problem. We're all like famished and pretty exhausted from a day on the road, and like it's our what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th day rolling, you know? We didn't take any break days. Second exit. We didn't take any break days. So that was our 6th day on the road. 5th day on the road. And yeah, consequently, we were a bit sore, a bit stiff. We were hungry, we were thirsty. Kind of like me right now. And yeah, we're like, what are we gonna do? So we all had something to drink, and we sat down outside, and we're like, how are we gonna solve this? And like, there was some nice stuff there, like Bad Acro was pretty. bikes, like classic bikes, like a zoomed app. We decided, okay, we'll go back to Gerlach. So Bad Acrolig is off-piste rather. It was off a route, and having driven around the area, we were looking and we were like, there's nowhere here to wild camp, which is what the thing that we were doing. That's how we were managing accommodation. We're largely wild camping. We're like, there's nowhere here to wild camp, because there are rules about where you can camp. So we went back to Gerlach and we drove, I think Tito, the ride leader, had called ahead to one of the camps there, and they'd be like, yeah, we have space. And we went to that camp and they didn't have any space. That was a problem. But they called a couple other camps and they found another camp that had space. It's like, okay, cool, we could do something. So we go up to that camp and they're like, yeah, we have space. So we quickly set our tents up and then go into Gerlach to a fish and chip shop, which happens to still be open. It wasn't going to be open for too much longer, but it was open. And we went to like a regular ordinary shop that wasn't going to be open too much longer, but it was still open. We got some food. Had like a snack box of chicken, like southern fried chicken with chips. Fries if you're American. Second exit. And we came back to the campsite. When we got there, oh boy, there were a lot of midges. There were so many midges. Wow. The midges of Gerlach were something else. Now, you know, I grew up in the northwest of Ireland in fairly boggy places. Quite a lot like many parts of Scotland, and I'm no stranger to midges. But it's been a long time since I've experienced them in quite such high concentrations. Wow. We saw some other people with like midge nets. We all had repellent. The repellent did nothing. It did not deter the midges at all. And we're just like, okay. Wyvern's tent is big enough for all of us to fit inside. So we all got into Wyvern's tent and made it stink of fish and chips. Lovely, greasy fish and chips. I'm sure he didn't mind. But we were safe for the midges in there, at least for a while. And we had our fish and chips. I'm hungry. It's alright. When I get to Möglingen, I'm going to stop and finish off that Powerade because damn. Yeah, that was quite the evening, and it's again, like, just sometimes things just do not work out, despite the best of your intentions, and you do need to pay attention to your body's needs. I should have eaten something at my last stop, but I forgot to. You know, it's not that far into Stuttgart now. I start at 5:40. I'll be on the road like 50 minutes. It's 1:46 into Stuttgart. So I got maybe an hour before I can have a snack. I'm obviously going to have dinner with my friend later, so I don't want to chow down too much, but I do want to like just get something to take the edge off. But yeah, it's always worth taking care of your. Oh, that shed! Wow, oh, just like really cool air as I came into the forest there. Yeah, you always want to take care of your physical needs in a trip like this, because it's really easy to forget. Especially when you're sitting at home and you're planning. When you're sitting at home and you're planning out the route, you can very easily forget that it's going to be hot and that you're going to need liquids and that you're going to need food and that your schedule is going to slip. And that you're just going to need like a little of time to just get off the bike, you know? People always forget about that one. You just need some time to get off the bike sometimes. Freudenthal. It's a nice little clock tower. It's probably a church tower, I guess. Looks like it's got bells in it. Sign for Hofmeister Rocked. Open air kino. That's pretty cool. It's like a open air cinema. Okay, third exit. Yeah, so much for the shed. Voice is losing some of its power there. So I saw that Merc, I was like, nice. Thank you, I was like, nice. Get some liquids in. I guess I could just stop somewhere up here. It's probably a good idea. Let's see if there's a lay-by or something. Can't really do it while moving. If I had a straw, yeah. I did get some though, it was quite refreshing. But I need to pull into this. We're not going to see a sign where we're going for a while. Sachsenheim. Little Sachsenheim. Ah, there's also a regular Sachsenheim. Nah, this is the kind of place where I might be able to pull in, actually. Not to end the episode. I know. I actually just want to pull in somewhere. What, there? No. Oh. Google, this isn't a turn right. Sometimes. See if we can find somewhere that looks about right for pulling. That'll do. Ah, one moment. Alright. Yeah, I just really didn't have the coordination to do that on the move. I ended up squirting it on my face. There is, in fact, a Gross Sachsenheim. Nice. Not sure what makes this one big and the first one small and the middle one just like normal, but you know.
Turn left.
We'll turn left in a moment, Google. But I wonder, is it going to be this warm on day 11. Day 11 is very tightly scheduled. Like, it's an early start and I have to get through it in time for a charger to be open, and I think I have something like an hour and a half if I'm on the road on time of slack, and I'm gonna eat up that slack with charging, I'm pretty sure. So that's gonna be an issue. But yeah, I guess we'll see. If it's really hot like this on that one, it's gonna be tough. Because, like, even like adding a bunch of like 2-minute stops to down like a power red adds up. Now remember to turn left up here. Right. Nice. So look at that. At least this is in the shed. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that day is going to be pretty long. If it's hot, it's going to be an issue. But I don't think it's going to be super hot. I think some bits of it will be hot, and then once you get really into it, it's not going to be. That being said, I do know some bits of it are quite exposed, so if it's a sunny day, it might not matter how hot it is. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Today, it's doing okay. A little bit of extra hydration needed, for sure. But we're doing alright. I did have a cheeky look at my second exit. I did have a cheeky look at my sat-nav back when I stopped. Ooh, we're in Aldi Sud territory. Perfect. Aldi Sud is the better Aldi, by the way. Yeah, I had a cheeky look at my sat-nav and it said there was 40 minutes still to go, but won't be recording all of that. That's 40 minutes to actually get to my hotel in Stuttgart. There's going to be some like traffic and stuff along the way for that. Yeah, Aldi Sud. So there's two Aldis. I've probably done this before, explained the Aldi thing. Basically, The way I heard it, the Aldi inheritance went to two brothers who didn't like each other very much, so they split the company in two. And thus you have Aldi Nord and Aldi Sud. And I can't remember which Aldi we get in the UK, but Aldi Sud is the better Aldi. And unfortunately, like, up in the north of Germany, you basically only get Aldi Nord, obviously. In the south of Germany, you mainly get Aldi Sud. And sort of in and around Frankfurt, you kind of get a combination of them. It could be either. But they both have foreign operations, if I recall correctly. Because I think I've seen Aldi Suds outside of Germany, and I've seen I think I've seen Aldi Nords outside of Germany, and I've definitely seen Aldi Suds outside of Germany, because they own Hofer in Austria, and they have them in Switzerland. But they have different branding, which is how you can tell the difference. Here in Germany, they do actually say like Aldi Nord and Aldi Sud on their signs, but outside of Germany they don't, which makes it confusing. Basically, don't want to pass him too close. Oh, it's another river. Closed road. Moonlight home. You said turn. Do a U-turn. Yep.
Turn right. Then turn right.
How about instead of doing all of that complicated nonsense, I just do what you should have told me to do, which is a U-turn. Nice midriff. I forgot the golden rule of following Google's directions, which is that you wait for the repeat. Another classic Audi. These things are like old substations. I don't think they're in use anymore at all. Just like an older style that you see like all across Europe. A food delivery app, I wonder. Die neue App ist da. Bofrost. Not sure if it's a like food delivery service or like a meal delivery service. They are like different things. Like food delivery is like you make an order from your local supermarket for ingredients and stuff. A meal delivery is more like they deliver a meal or like a package that contains the makings of a meal. Basically, is it like is it Ocado or HelloFresh? Right, I'm going to turn right here. Oh, I turn right at the repeat rather. But this looks like a place where I will need to make a decision. She said at 3 meters, so I'm going to go up that way. Doo-doo. No? Okay. That was a junction there, Google. Getranked. Oh, I wish you could have some getranked right now. Just running my visor open for some fresh air. Ah, getting all kinds of dust in my eyes. this episode is way longer than I thought it was. I would have written down another story to tell if I knew it was going to be this long. That was a big fail on my part. Second exit. Yeah, Möglingen. Möglingen is where we'll be heading this episode. But we're not there yet. It's just on the sign. We're gonna follow it. It's gonna go doo-doo-doo. Nope. See, I didn't do the thing where I repeated Google there. Away we go. Look at that. Look up there on that hill. How cool is that? I have no idea what it's called or what its history is because, you know, I didn't even know it was there until I saw it a minute ago. So I can't tell you anything about it, but it is cool. Okay. Oh, Möglingen isn't there. So that means we must have just passed Möglingen. Okay. Cool, because I'm kind of run out of things to say anyway, and that's the end of the episode. So, if you've got stuff to say, you know, hit up the comment section. I'd love to see it. If you liked this episode, give it a like. If you did enjoy it, check out some of my other videos. I have many now that are quite like this. If you do like them generally, I might suggest that you subscribe and hit the bell. And of course, if you would like to reward me for entertaining you today, you can find my coffee link in the description below. Bye bye.